Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lee Finnegan has a serious situation brewing on The Bold and the Beautiful, and saving Luna Nozawa is going to come back to haunt the doctor. Killer Luna is on the loose again, and nobody is to blame but Grandma Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda. Will Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, turn on his mom lie when he learns the truth? Dr. Finn didn't seem too upset about Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, passing away. His mother Lee Finnegan tried to talk to her son after Luna's death, and he seemed totally fine with losing his bio daughter. Luna checking out actually saved Finn a lot of headache and heartache. So he's not going to be thrilled when he learns she's still alive. In fact, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint Finn will actually be furious with his mom for nursing the young serial killer back to health. Finn has always had a wall up with his bio mom Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. But Lee Finnegan doesn't seem to be a much better parent. Lee Finnegan's shenanigans just gave Sheila a chance to be the mother she always wanted to be. According to B&B spoilers, Finn will turn to Sheila for a shoulder to cry on about Lai and Luna. Now that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, left town, she's not there to keep Finn and Sheila apart. Plus, Sheila did just save her daughter-in-law's life and is still technically a hero. The Bold and the Beautiful viewers know that a rift between Finn and Lai is Sheila's dream come true. Has Sheila Carter really changed her ways? Should Finn be mad at Lai? The tension at Forrester Creations had reached a boiling point. The pristine offices, usually a sanctuary of fashion and innovation, now seemed to pulse with unease as secrets threatened to spill, alliances wavered, and personal loyalties were tested in ways no one could have predicted. At the center of it all stood Dr. John Finnegan, or Finn, as everyone called him. A man whose moral compass had always been as steady as his hands in surgery, yet whose personal life was now spiraling into chaos. It all began with Lee Finnegan, Finn's mother. A brilliant surgeon, Lai had long been respected in the medical community, but behind the professional facade lay a secret no one could have foreseen. Finn had always admired his mother's intelligence and precision, but recently he had begun noticing cracks. Small ones at first, slight inconsistencies in her stories, an unusual interest in events that didn't concern her, and a shadow of unease in her gaze whenever certain family matters arose. Then came the incident that changed everything. Finn had discovered evidence suggesting that Lai may have played a role in Luna's precarious legal situation. The documents were damning, yet Finn's heart was torn. Could his mother, the woman who had nurtured him, guided him through medical school, and been his anchor through life, really have crossed a line so severe? Meanwhile, Sheila Carter, the infamous and unpredictable presence in Los Angeles, had resurfaced. Sheila's reputation for chaos was legendary, yet paradoxically, she also had a strange streak of loyalty to those who earned her trust or manipulated her favor. Finn, desperate and emotionally frayed, considered the unthinkable, reaching out to Sheila for guidance. The initial thought made him recoil. Sheila was dangerous, volatile, and manipulative. But as the days passed, he found himself cornered. Dr. Lay's actions had caused a ripple effect that endangered Luna, Will, and the delicate fabric of the Forrester family itself. Finn needed an ally, someone who understood the ruthless lengths people could go to protect themselves and their secrets. Sheila, despite her past transgressions, was that someone. Finn approached Sheila under the guise of concern for family welfare. Sheila, ever perceptive, immediately sensed his inner conflict. "Finn," she purred with a sly smile, "I know that look in your eyes. You need help, and you know I'm the only one who can give it without playing nice." Finn's hands trembled slightly as he explained the situation, omitting nothing. He told her about the documents, Lee's evasions, and the potential danger to Luna. Sheila listened, her expression a mixture of curiosity and amusement. "So your mother, your precious Lai, might not be as innocent as you think," she said. "Interesting, very interesting." In the following days, Sheila became an unlikely confidant. She outlined strategies Finn could take, leveraging her connections and knowledge of the more unsavory aspects of Los Angeles life. Every suggestion was tinged with risk, yet Finn found himself drawn to her logic, twisted though it may have been. "Finn, you're stuck," Sheila warned one evening as they sat in the dimly lit back room of her apartment, a far cry from the sterile environment of Forrester Creations. "You can either let your mother keep pulling strings behind the scenes, or you take control. And trust me, taking control might mean cutting ties with her, permanently." Finn's heart ached. The thought of severing his relationship with Lai was almost unbearable. But as Sheila spoke, the truth became impossible to ignore. Lee's decisions, whether motivated by love or obsession, had crossed ethical lines. Luna, and even Will, were at risk. Finn realized that protecting them meant protecting the moral compass of his own life. And perhaps that meant making a choice he never imagined he could, turning against his mother. Back at Forrester Creations, the atmosphere was tense. Hope Logan had begun noticing Finn's late-night disappearances and distracted demeanor. "Finn, what's going on?" she asked one evening, catching him in the hallway. He avoided her gaze, struggling to find words. There are things I can't talk about yet, Hope. Things about my family, my mother." Hope's worry deepened. She had always trusted Lai and Finn's motherly instincts, but Finn's distress was palpable. Hope, ever empathetic, tried to support him, but Finn knew this was a battle he had to fight on his own. Meanwhile, Sheila and Finn devised a plan to gather more concrete evidence of Lai's interference. They moved cautiously, knowing that one misstep could destroy not only Finn's relationship with his mother, but also his reputation and career. Sheila advised Finn to maintain an outward semblance of normalcy while subtly monitoring Lai's actions. The first confrontation came sooner than expected. Finn invited Lai to a private dinner under the pretense of reconciliation. The air was thick with tension. Lai, sensing something amiss, studied her son carefully. "Finn," she began, "you've been distant lately. Is there something I should know?" Finn took a deep breath, his fingers trembling slightly as he held the documents Sheila had helped him gather. "Mom, there are things you've done, things I cannot ignore," he said softly but firmly. Lee's eyes narrowed, a flicker of anger and surprise crossing her face. "I don't know what you mean," she replied, her voice tight. "I mean Luna's legal troubles, Mom," Finn continued, feeling a lump in his throat. "I mean your actions and the lies, and the consequences that could hurt innocent people. I've tried to believe in you, to trust you, but I can't anymore." Lee's face hardened, but she remained silent. Finn's heart ached as he watched the woman who had been his role model transform into someone he scarcely recognized. He could feel the weight of his decision pressing down on him. "I can't be part of this," he said finally, his voice breaking. "I'm done. I'm cutting ties, Mom. I need to protect what's right, even if it means standing against you." Lay's expression twisted with disbelief and hurt. "Finn, my son, how can you say this?" she whispered, tears threatening to spill. But Finn had made up his mind. He stepped back, leaving the documents on the table, a silent testament to his resolve. As Finn walked away, Sheila appeared at his side, a rare moment of tenderness crossing her features. "You did what had to be done," she said softly. "It's not easy, I know. But sometimes family isn't about blood. It's about who's truly on your side when it matters most." Finn nodded, his heart heavy but resolute. The road ahead was uncertain, and the risk of Lai retaliating loomed large. But he felt a sense of clarity he hadn't known in weeks. He'd chosen integrity, choosing to protect the innocent over blind loyalty to family. Back at Forrester, Hope confronted Finn again, sensing the change in him. "Finn, what's going on?" "I know something's happened with your mom," she pressed gently. Finn took a deep breath, finally ready to share the truth, not all of it, but enough to alleviate Hope's anxiety. "Hope, it's complicated. Mom, she's not who I thought she was. But I'm trying to make things right, and I need to focus on what's important. protecting Luna, Will, and the people I love. Hope reached out, taking his hand. I'm with you, Finn. Whatever you need, we'll get through this together. Finn squeezed her hand, grateful for the support, yet aware that Sheila's guidance was the key to navigating the dangerous waters ahead. The tension between Finn and Lai was far from over. Lily, hurt and furious, began plotting her own moves. She wouldn't let Finn's defiance go unchallenged. Sheila, meanwhile, remained a vigilant ally, her sharp mind and resourcefulness providing Finn with an edge he desperately needed. In the weeks that followed, Finn and Sheila worked meticulously, uncovering the extent of Lai's interference in Luna's life. Every revelation brought Finn closer to understanding the depth of his mother's actions, and closer to the painful acceptance that their relationship might never be the same. Yet, amidst the chaos, Finn found a strange solace in his alliance with Sheila. Their conversations, strategic yet candid, allowed him to process emotions he had long buried. He discovered strength in his ability to make difficult decisions, courage in standing up to his own mother, and a renewed commitment to protecting the people he loved. As the drama at Forrester Creations escalated, the ripple effects of Finn's choice began to unfold. Allies and adversaries took sides, secrets emerged from shadows, and the stakes became higher than ever. Finn had turned a corner, cutting off his mother, embracing Sheila as an unconventional ally, and stepping into a new chapter where moral integrity and personal loyalty would define his path forward. Sheila, ever the enigmatic figure, offered a rare piece of advice one evening as they reviewed the latest developments. Finn, you've made enemies, yes, but you've also made the right choice. Blood isn't always thicker than water, and sometimes the people who hurt us most are the ones we love. Don't let that stop you from protecting the future. Finn nodded, the weight of responsibility settling comfortably on his shoulders. He knew challenges lay ahead. Lai would not retreat quietly, and the fallout could shake the Forrester family to its core. But for the first time in weeks, he felt a sense of agency, of direction, of purpose. In the end, Finn's decision to cut off Lai and turn to Sheila was not merely a strategic move, it was a defining moment. A young man caught between love, loyalty, and justice had chosen the path of integrity. And in the treacherous, ever-shifting world of the bold and the beautiful, that choice would reverberate far beyond the walls of Forrester Creations, reshaping relationships, testing alliances, and setting the stage for new conflicts, new romances, and new betrayals. As the sun set over Los Angeles, Finn stood on the balcony of the Forrester building, gazing out at the city that held so many secrets. Beside him, Sheila's presence was both unsettling and oddly reassuring. The battle lines had been drawn, the players set, and Finn knew one thing for certain. In a world where love and betrayal intertwined in unpredictable ways, he had made the first move to reclaim his life on his own terms. And with that, the drama of the bold and the beautiful promised to become even more explosive as Finn navigated the treacherous waters of family loyalty, personal morality, and the dangerous allure of alliances with people like Sheila Carter. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.